Just like our you better notify nigga before you get sued. um,
I have message. I have message. You're being recorded.
yeah, I just think our outfits are really funny just because, yeah, like the weather. Like shit, I'm wearing a sweatshirt and a beanie and just like kind of wish I was wearing less clothes. Like,
I was kind of like, oh, I could have put on more layers. I mean, yeah, I got hit with some classic cold rains here, and yeah, it's been a hot couple, but yeah, the cold rainy one today, mate.
yeah, I got so excited. I woke up this morning and stepped outside and I was like, yes, it's cool. You know, it wasn't like warm right away. Um, but yeah, by now, I had to turn the AC on when I was driving back home.
I
And I
have
was like,
a,
what?
I have a
What?
heater.
That's how it is. That's how it's been like the past few days. It's still cold in the house, but it's really warm out here. But yeah, today it was just winter's over, bitch. Like the other Florida season is upon us. But yeah, I still feel like it's early enough that it'll still get cold. Um, one or two more times before it just stays warm. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to that. Um, yeah, mate. I was
Yeah.
feeling you manifested this from Walmart. It was in the clearance section, like the maternity clearance section for $3. And it's like you had a maroon one and then a navy blue. They're kind of like long tank top dresses that we used to layer it with. And I always, yeah, I've just been basically wanting to manifest something like that since I used to come around and stay with you. And yeah, I got one, Mija.
All right now. All right now. Yeah, those got too baggy for me. They would just like hang off of my um ass pass or
You
you
know,
know,
ass.
therefore lack of they would just like hang off really stupid. So I released those. I was like, you ain't really got nothing to hold it up. So I just look like a stupid long like t-shirt or tank top and not that cute. So you might as well just go, let it flow. Let it go, let it flow.
It's like hashtag no booty problems.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever
Yeah.
watch that black baby? I can't remember her name right now. I think it was England. Aisha
Oh,
Taylor, and she talks about that at the very beginning. It's like a special that's recorded in San Francisco, and
yeah,
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 where about that, like,
yeah.
cause yeah, you don't really hear black women talk about no booty, so yeah, um, yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, got big titty problems and no booty problems and yeah, just just having fun with this all.
That assortment is so stupid. Big titty, no booty. Hey. All right, so I got some lemon kush packed up.
All
Rendezvous
right.
kush.
I got that purple grape. That grape stuff.
Yeah, that grape drink. That's
You
like,
need you,
yeah,
you,
that's
you need to get
stupid.
a life.
What?
It's like that stupid scene in the giant mechanical man. And she's like, I'm sorry. I thought it was grape juice. He's like, you need to get a life, lady. He's like that like crazy white dad. And she was like, it's grape juice. And he was like, is it grape juice? And she was like, yeah. And then he tries it before he gives it to the daughter. And she's like, excuse me, this is a grape drink, lady. This is a grape juice. This is grape drink. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. He's like, you need to get a life. She's just like trying to look like she's gonna cry. Like, okay, like just
Damn, I know that scene, but I forgot that's what it was about. Like it escalated so quick, and it was just, she just really didn't know. Like that, yeah, if that was a typical black person, they would have been able to distinguish. But she was just like, "Oh, this is juice." There's,
yeah, it's crazy because it's like a white dad, and he's like, yeah, he's like, no, this is grape drink. She's like, huh, like grape drink, like she's so confused. Like the white dad said,
yeah, that's
grape
a really good detail. I forgot. Yeah, I had been years since I've watched it, so I remember that there's something like there's too much sugar in it for his daughter, and he's not happy about it. But yeah, just that very specific detail of like grape juice versus drink. I didn't realize they slipped that in there like that in such a like white setting.
Yeah, because I always don't like that scene because then there's like that weird awkward like the girl's like, well, gosh, Indian giver. And then I'm just like, that wasn't funny, but the grape drink was really funny to me. I was like, damn, like he told her like, excuse me, like this isn't grape juice, this is grape drink.
Yeah, you remember like such specific details, like the little girl saying, "Gosh, Indian giver." Like I don't remember none of that. I mean, I do now, but yeah, it's just really specific. I guess they were just trying to, yeah, obviously like highlight like really ignorant white people. Obviously the little girl was ignorant as fuck too. Um, yeah, that's great. It's great content.
Mhm. Yeah, so I got some grape soda and yeah, what you sipping on? That lemon kush? That sounds real good. I got me some grape
Yeah,
soda.
watch how it fills up the screen. It was like nothing, and then yeah, so I got that like great. It's like an arm. It's a fucking arm in the shot all of a sudden. Yeah, so I got that grape drink, nigga. Like, oh, I have my polite pinky of a bowl. Like,
Piggy Tuscadero.
so yeah, here we are, mate. Here we
Anyway,
are.
I got a matching twin power ring.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Seen this mamita and I told her, I was like, oh, I like your ring because it was the little chaquitas, those tiny beads. It was like a little flower one. And I was like, oh, I love your ring. That's beautiful. And she was like, I like yours. I was looking at yours too.
Yeah, that pyramid just it's a really strong vibe. As I was saying, like I said, I thought I was getting that one for me and this one for you, and yeah, so it's just always really nice to see that one. It's a real different vibe.
Yeah, like I was saying, dog, it's exactly like that special necklace I lost. So it's
Debbie.
let go and let it come back, And I was like, damn, because yeah, there's a lot of shit I let go, but that necklace, it was a while before I could let it go, and I don't even know if I did it till I got this. Every once in a while, I'll go crazy looking for it one more time.
It's gonna be the one. One more again. One more again. I'm feeling positive today.
Feeling real impulsive about today.
Damn. Well, you must have let it go enough just to call it back in the form of the ring.
I mean,
So
like literally the exact, yeah, thing in just a ring.
yeah, and I think that's so symbolic because it's literally like these are made out of recycled material. So just yeah, in the cosmic sense of really letting that go, and then it comes back to you in like a special handmade just for you, one of a kind ring. Like nobody else has this ring, nobody else has that. Like literally every single piece of jewelry that they make is one of a kind. There's nothing that's the same. Yeah, that's cool. That's real cool. So yeah, we real twinning out here. We twinning it, my
We
baby.
That was the last thing I wanted to do was get a John Low, and then I did something else and forgot. But I see you out there. Is it a
Yeah,
Bendy's
see, I came
bango?
I came prepared. I went to town. I was like, I don't feel like going to Palaco with a chanlo on. I'm gonna just be real low key and look like American and blend in. And then I came back, and that was the last thing. Next to my stack of like Debbie books and supplies for the meeting, I left the chanlos right there by the Shivlingam. So yeah, this was one of the last things I did to get ready for our meeting.
I went to yeah. I was like, oh, I want to put on a John Low, and then I was like, oh, like you should put on deodorant because they're in the same little thing. So yeah, I'll handle one
An
thing. Then
unexpected twist. Priority.
honestly, like honestly I wasn't going to, but that bra, that new t-shirt or that comfy bra, I guess I've been getting a little too comfortable in it because that bitch is musky, and so I was like I don't want to wear this because like the bra musky, but I don't want to wear nothing else. And then I tried not wearing nothing, and I was like, I'm gonna put it on, but it's kind of a little fruity. So let me just put on some deodorant and go ahead and handle that.
Say it's
So,
kind of a little booty.
what?
Did you just say it's a little booty? I was like, is this like some cami lingo? Like, that bra, a little booty. Like it smelled like booty. I was like, what?
I said fruity.
Oh my god. I
I
was
looked
like,
at your
what?
face and I was like, what does she think I just said or did? Because I looked at your face and I was like, she looks really grossed out. And I was like, whoa, like, I didn't think I took it way too far. I was just like, yeah, my bra's a little musky, a little fruity. And you were just like with that face, like, because you heard booty. And I was like, okay, that makes more sense.
I was like, yeah, musky is one vibe, but then booty is like, ooh, like, yeah, that's real strong.
Yeah, that's what I was just like, when you said booty, I was like, oh, like, that's so fruity.
Did you watch the video I sent you? The difference between stank and musty? It's like black people talking about the what's the difference between stank and musty. It's like reminding me of that whole riot of a video
I
and like the comment
have.
section.
I mean, I guess I don't know because it sounds familiar. I'm like, did I watch it or did I just hear about it from you? But
Okay, yeah,
yeah, it's yeah, hmm yeah.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. Yeah, here's to us being us.
yeah. I wanted to show you. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a really beautiful soft drizzle. Like, is there sunshine? I don't know if you can see it, but it's so pretty.
It's not picking up the rain itself, but I can see the sky.
Okay, yeah, it's just like this softest, pretty drizzle. It's like, oh,
Right.
it's so pretty.
Right now, American flag hanging off the post
It's not
box.
stupid. Like there's two of them. I'm like, it wasn't enough to put one. We gotta have two. Okay. Man, I like poked myself with those. I was like sitting on the steps like ceremony the other night with Maika, and I went to like she looked cold, so I went to like grab her, and then I like hit myself with like poked me, and I was like, I turned around and looked at it, and I was like, it's a fucking American flag I just got poked with.
These things are a hazard. This American pride is a hazard.
Can you point your pride in another direction, please?
Okay. Yeah. There's a boat cruising. There's a boat cruising by. Kind of just going diagonally across the whole river. Normally, people like drive in a straight line parallel to the banks. These niggas are just taking a real slow cruise, yeah, across the whole thing. It's interesting.
What's going on? Just cruising. Take it easy, yo.
Thinking outside the box, this is my kind of boat riders, it's not sticking to the path, pre-paved path. No, they're making their own path. Just, yeah, like a really wide diagonal crossing of the river. Oh, a bunch of birds. Look at this. Look at this.
All right now. Well, the wind elements.
I was trying to do that thing I did last time where it was like a split screen. I can't remember how I did it.
You just drag the tiny picture of yourself and just swipe it down.
That's what I've did a couple of times. It just keeps bouncing back up. I did it like 5 times before I said something.
I just did it like the second I told you, and it did it like perfectly. And I was like, oh yeah, see, that is what it is.
Ah, there we go. The one time I was barely even trying. All right, cool. All right. This what's up. This what's up. Debbie Life.
This is up.
Yeah, J us being us for real.
J us being us, all our beautiful aspects and spectrums.
Go ahead, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie. Yeah, I need to take a slight toe because this stuff's pretty strong. 20 minutes later, the bong's like cloudy white. I can't even see through it. Yeah, just a slight toe,
That's what I was saying. That was my slight toe.
I know, it's so stupid looking though. I just understand how stupid it looks.
You sit there with your pretty bowl and your clean plates.
Your polite, no coughing ass.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't cough. Normally I cough. That was a slight toe. So normally, yeah, I'm like choking and choking over here. No cough. Notice, no cough. Slight toe.
Yeah, Sure.
You could be right around here. Yeah. So normally that gauge the smoke, so I did it around here.
Yeah, you could be right around here, you know. Yeah. You guys slap yourself in the face with yours, though. I was like, she slide that lighter on.
Like that, you got on a sweatshirt. That's a different situation. Yeah, watch this. I can do it too. Better a lighter than long.
You silly. You go from like Mhm. It's like my first time wearing these pants from you.
I seen that when you were showing me the tank top. I thought you were showing me the pants.
Yeah, Ma really likes them.
Yeah, things got hectic. There's a lot of things I was like thinking about y'all. I had to let a lot of things go. I grabbed a couple, but it was just too much extra baggage. I had to just kiss that shit goodbye.
Yeah, got to live better.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I'm doing the same myself over here. I'm pulling out some special items for all my soul sisters, like you, Bridget, and Sasha, and even Vanessa. There's a couple of like tiny baby Gap looking shits for her. So yeah, and then I was like, yeah, all the stuff that you told me, she's so bougie, her and Cammy. I was like, I don't know if she would want like old clothes for me. So yeah, I just haven't
I
messaged her.
I just gave her I was feeling the same thing, but yeah, just cuz it's from us, it's special to her. Like she doesn't want like old used things, but if it's like things from us, like clothes or she don't really wear jewelry, but clothes, like I pulled out some things for her and I was really skeptical too, and I was like she might just like straight up give these right back to me and that's cool, you know? But yeah, I just offered them to her and she was really, really excited the second I was like, I have some clothes for you. And she was really, really excited and appreciative that it was like clothes from me. It was really special for her.
Okay, yeah, I kind of had both of those feelings. Like, there's the bougie, like, no, I'm good vibe, and then, yeah, she just loves us so much that, yeah, it would be like a special honor for her to have something from some Devi. So, yeah, I was just gonna message her, just like since obviously I'm mailing the shit, so I was just gonna take clear pictures of some things and just be like, hey, do you want any of this?
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
I have been pulling out a couple of things, but other than like things that are special to me that I feel like certain sisters would want, yeah, I've been just mass donations over here, just like releasing so much shit. Same here, because I had like piles and piles for different people, and I finally just I threw it in a huge trash bag and just I was like, I'm done. I can't. This is so old energy, like literally excess baggage vibes that I was like, I'm just done. So yeah, I pulled out a few things for like the real ones, and yeah, I got some for you and Ma, and then I was like, I just yeah, just let a whole bunch of shit go on. Bless
Yeah,
up.
I think that past few times I moved too, because I be having like piles for people, and
Yeah,
yeah, the past times I moved, it was yeah kind of hectic and quick. So I definitely yeah make those decisions like you know what, it's time to just let it all go and baby go and
for
flow it how it's meant to go.
circulate. Yeah, that's what I did it
Even the
for.
donations. I like to donate to the animal thrift shop because then the money goes to like the veterinary hospital, you know, rather than just like whatever kind of thrift shop. So yeah, they have very specific hours. So I kept waiting like literally months. And shit just kept piling up. But yeah, I even brought some shit, all everything in the fam. And then yeah, one day I got so overwhelmed. Me and Ma just like packed it all up in the minivan and Pa dropped it off to Goodwill. I was like, I just want this out of the house. Like
For
driving
real.
it all to Gainesville. Like that's so stupid.
Dog, I just straight up, I was gonna like donate mine and I straight up just left it all in Mexico. And I was like, this is gonna get distributed to where it needs to go and who really needs it. Like, there was like a lot of stuff from Maika and me and like house home stuff. I was like, it's just gonna bless up the perfect people in the perfect ways. And I was like, it ain't my job to to orchestrate all that. So yeah,
Right.
it felt good to just have that clarity of like it's not my job to get like my people what they might want and need. Like, yeah, just like really focus.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you on that, man.
hmm Wow, you would have no idea it was just like storming all morning. It's like blue skies and pretty puffy white happenings, and it's still with a soft drizzle too.
Drizzy. Look how the sun come out to shine for it, Debbie, though. Yeah, I see the sun on your face now.
I really do.
I was reflecting on that because that's been happening here like every day, literally, because it's been sunny and cloudy the past few days. Um, and it'll be cloudy for hours and then I come out here and Surya start to shine and then I'll bask and straight up get like hot and sweaty and kind of like need to go back in and then yeah I'll look out a couple minutes later and it's just really cloudy like the sun hadn't been out shining all bright like it is. I feel like it just got brighter over here too while you playing. You see, yeah, it's like more blue in the sky
I do. I do see it brighter there too.
now. Yeah, and I noticed that last night with Chandra too, because when I went out there, it was definitely cloudier. I could still see the light and little glimpses, but then yeah, just basking for a few minutes, and then it was really, really clear for, I mean, until I went back inside.
Yeah, that happened so powerfully with me and Maika because it was supposed to rain for days, but then it wouldn't. And so it would just be like sunny and cloudy. And then, yeah, she was just wilding with this moon too. And she would be like, I don't know, I just can't sleep. And I'd be like, yeah, I noticed, like trying to lay down with her and just like waiting and waiting. And she's just like sitting there, like up, wide awake, sucking her thumb. And I'm like, she don't look sleepy at all. And I'm like, my God, I need a ceremony. Why don't you just come like hang out with me? And then she gets like even more turned. She's like, I love being out here in the moon with you. And yeah, like we literally, like every time we went out there, like the moon, she would just like be in this perfect little opening just for us. And like, I was like, my God, look, like it was just really cloudy to where you couldn't even see her. And then we can see her, and like I do my little ceremony. And then, yeah, it would be like covered up when we were going in, but she would just come out right for us. And then she's sitting there like for real, getting all Debbie. She goes and sits in the grass and starts doing like this and like, Debbie, like, oh, thank you, Debbie, and just
she starts like going off and just starts like sitting like this, praying to the moon and like talking to Devi, and I'm just like,
Yo.
yeah, oh yeah, namaste, God. Oh,
Damn.
namaste, God.
Devi. Damn, man. That's so wild. I was just thinking about Ma and literally laughing about how, because I was feeling me, you, and Baya, and how like 90% of our messages lately are about Devi, like Mataji kind of stuff, like just, yeah, I was scrolling and catching up on the Jana Mana Besne chat, and I was like, this is all messages about Devi somehow. And I was like laughing at Ma because I was like, she's so fucking spiritual that of course like all three of her children are really fucking spiritual. And now you're telling me that, and I'm like, of course your daughter would be doing some shit like that with the moon and just yeah, that's so wild.
Yeah, because I see her in certain moments where she just really like kind of like catches the spirit and just sits there and she's just like, and like has this moment where she's feeling so deeply, And then that, yeah, where she just like went, sat down in the grass and starts like doing like this and talking to Devi, and I'm just like,
Oh, Navastandika.
oh, Namaskaska.
Oh, little Chaska. Could you even see any smoke? Like when I blew it out?
I
Oh, you
did.
could.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, it was like a little cloud for me.
Yeah, I see that one. If I seen one of them, it was that one. That was it.
No, no, no. This is one of the better ones.
Was. I seen it. I seen you. You blew that smoke out. You did that.
Thank you. Yeah, you probably maybe couldn't see all the other ones through the clouds of your own smoke earlier.
I mean, honestly, I was watching. I just didn't see him. Like
Yeah.
we have this. Yeah, like yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm
Cheech
looking
and
at.
Chong.
I'm looking at you, six. I'm looking at you. I just want nothing to look at for a minute, like, I'm looking.
Like people talk about like somebody else like overshadowing them. It's like, yeah, the cloud of your smoke like out outsmoked mine. Like you couldn't see mine through the thick clouds of your smoke. I got out clouded, nigga.
That's very trauma. It's like my sister always outsmokes me. Nobody
Oh my god.
I smoke in the midst of her clouds. My smoke goes unnoticed.
No one notices my no one notices what a good smoker I am.
Notice what mighty hits I can take.
Oh my god. It's like the diary confessions of a sensitive smoker. Like, yeah, like why does it have to be all about the aggressive coughing? Why can't I just smoke quietly and gently? I was just laughing about us either earlier today or yesterday because of that, just like more continued realizations about that dynamic. And um yeah, like it's funny because it's funny and it's not funny, I guess, but yeah, it actually used to be really scary to me back in the day. Like it hurt and I didn't know. Like I said, it just took me years to figure out that it didn't have to be like that, basically. So I just thought like I associated like it's just a given. Like anytime I want to like just get high and like feel good and chill, like I'm gonna feel like I'm dying on the way to get there and I'm gonna basically like really hurt myself. So yeah, it wasn't always like a positive thing, you know, like it really hurt in like a concerning kind of way. Like, yeah, just having the general awareness, like what am I doing to my body because it really, really hurts and it feels bad. And yeah, so it's actually like really deep for me to smoke the way that I do, even when everyone around me is smoking like really intensely, which is like the normal way to smoke. Because yeah, it's yeah, just that whole realization, like I didn't know that when I was younger, you know, it wasn't made clear to me. I didn't know it from within yet. So yeah. I was just really laughing about that and appreciating us. Yeah, because now it's a really positive thing for me, you know, I have like alignment and leverage and control, you know, like everything that feels good. So yeah, it's something that I look forward to, not something that, yeah, it used to give me anxiety. Like I used to get anxiety, especially when people would be like passing around big bongs, you know, because I was just like, this is really hardcore, man. Like, can't we do something gentle?
Damn. I've only experienced that a handful of times, dog. Like that's wow. That's really wild.
Like just right from the very beginning, like Stephen Mars and that whole crew. Yeah, so like since high school. But yeah,
Damn.
I think it was college. Yeah, it was college when I started to realize certain things, but I think it was even still way later than that that I really like mastered. I think I became aware of it, but I think it was still years later that I actually mastered like the control of it, you know?
And just remembering to like do it in
Yeah.
that moment and like change your habit of what you've done for so long or yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like everything kind of clicking into place. Yeah.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, last week when I hung out with the sister and Vanessa and her bestie Gigi,
Mhm.
um, when I got home, I was basically like really, really nauseous and jumped up feeling because Gigi, like, I mean, they're rolling up blunt after blunt, so that's like one thing, but it was like the, it wasn't Franto, but it was basically like very similar, like that, like Franto wraps. And
Yeah.
yeah, basically when I got home, like I was really, really nauseous and jumped up feeling because yeah, like it was like yeah, we just smoked a lot of like really like strong bud, so just the bud was strong, and then like so much tobacco in my body that I'm not used to. So like when I got home, I was just like really nauseous and jumped up. And, like
Oh man.
even the next day I was like really nauseous and shaky and I was like yeah, that kind of old school fucked up feeling of like yeah, I got kind of like way too high yesterday and I'm not used to that, like just in general I'm not used to that, and so at this point I really don't feel like used to experiencing those kind of sensations. So yeah, I was just like feeling you a lot like that night and the next day, and like I was just like damn, like yeah, when you just want to get high, but then like other things happen and you get too high and then can get like physically uncomfortable, you know? I was just like, yeah, I was just like feeling us in that old, because it was like old school high. Like I was like fucked up, like retarded feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so sensitive to that exact sensation and combination that I was like, whoa, I started feeling it. I was like, whoa, let me just, yeah, flow that through. Yeah, just get it moving. Cause yeah, I know that's a different kind of fucked up feeling. And yeah, that also used to happen, just like an overload in our system. Plus also our sizes, like you're pretty small right now. We were pretty small back then. So I feel like, yeah, that sensitivity is definitely there. And it's just, yeah, our system gets way more than that kind of like threshold of what would be manageable easily, So yeah, those side effects like that nauseous, queasy, just yeah, all that like yeah, jumped up. Yeah,
Yeah.
learn stuff like the really intense way about it. So we've come a long way, not Jenny.
Yeah, for real. I'm like, man, I'm about to get sun face.
Yeah, and that also, I'd be laughing about that like every other day still. Usually when I'm out here and feeling like, yeah, I'm making sun face. That's a really good one with the beanie like that. It just adds a whole nother layer of comedy because, yeah, I'm like a fucking character. Yeah, damn, that's funny. I think I definitely felt borderline faded that night I hung out with Frances. And actually what she had was Pineapple Express, so that was really exciting.
Wow.
Yeah, and like we were just using this like wooden pipe of hers, but yeah, I mean, we did, she packed up like several bowls, so between that and just the kind of hours I was working that week, I definitely felt pretty faded. Like, I remember sitting there on her porch and just having that awareness, like, oh, yeah, I realizing like neither of us communicated, like, hey, how long do you want to hang out for? Like, just wondering, like, how soon am I gonna like be on the road driving? Because I realized, like, dude, I'm like way too high to drive right now. It's not a good look. Getting on the road. So, yeah, I was just laughing about that and then actually communicating with her. And then, yeah, a couple minutes later, I was like, yeah, let's go to El Indio. And it was just like this crazy, yeah, that fucking like, just, yeah, the memory, it feels like a dream, like between the music and the wind blowing through the windows, just all the elements of like a journey, like a good high journey, just like silly adventure. Oh my God. And see, this is what I kept forgetting to tell you. It happened at the El Indio drive through. Like, I had a laughing attack, and Francis had to like yell over me and order over my head. I just like fell over laughing uncontrollably.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't happen automatically. It happened because we had been there for a long ass time. Like they kept saying like, "Hey, are you ready?" And I was like, "No, just another few minutes, I'll let you know." So it happened like 2 or 3 times. And then when we finally were ready, I kept saying like, "Yeah, hello." Like, "Yeah, we're ready." And there was like no response. So after like 3 or 4 times, I was like, "Yo, I'm done with this right now." So I just completely lost it, and that's when she came on and was like, "Hey," like, and then yeah, and then yeah, then somebody finally came on, and by then I was already losing it. So yeah, Francis had to just yeah, say some things. Yeah, I was just really feeling you because it got like really stupid. It's like realizing like, oh, you're too blazed to drive, and then like a couple minutes later, I'm like, oh, well, now I don't have to drive home. Like, what's fun that I want to do? Like, oh, let's go get some food, and it's like, yeah, I'm still stupid blazed, and then yeah, just have like a laugh attack in the fucking Mexican drive-through. Yeah, 33, nigga. Like we're gonna be like
Yeah,
33 this year.
yeah, for real. For real. It still hit me, man. It still hit me. Yeah, because yeah, when well, after me
Vanessa and Gigi, like we had just been smoking blunts for like hours, and then well, after we left the mountains, they were like, "Let's go eat," and then like I just like, man, like I was hungry, but like honestly, I had made a sandwich, and I was like, I just want to try and spend money on food right then. And so when she offered to pay, I was like, okay, we went in there, and then yeah, basically I was like really, really high. Like I don't know, like I knew I was high, but like basically like we walked into the place. It wasn't drive through. You had to like walk in and talk to somebody and order. And like I just yeah, I was just like yeah, basically I was like because there was the awkwardness of like money kind of thing. So like I knew I was high in the car, but then like I don't know, and then we like walk in there, and then yeah, that's when it really hit me like in public, like that's when it hit me of like, oh, I'm like really high, and try to talk to people, and it's like trying to order food, and I'm really hungry and high, and yeah, basically Gigi just like kind of had to like help me order because she already had told me like what there was in the car, and I was like, oh yeah, that sounds good. So yeah, just like it was really simple on a board too. You like pick your grain, your vegetables, and your topping. It was kind of like it was kind of ESC, like you could just like go down the picture and like put your like, yeah, I want this and this, but like I felt like I couldn't talk because the awareness of like how hungry and high we were, and that we were all really high just trying to order food, like that's all I kept thinking about. So like I was trying to order my food, but then like I was looking at the lady like trying to be patient, and I was like, I feel like she knows I'm really high, and then I'm just like thinking so much that I couldn't talk. And then Gigi just kind of like just starts ordering for me. She's like kind of like a sassy black woman energy. She's just like, yeah, can we just do like this, and this? And then she's like, does that sound good? I'm like, mm-hmm. These sisters are like 10 years younger than me, by the way. Like, I'm over here like, man, like I'm high, like I can't talk. Like,
Like we're talking dinosaur, huh? Damn.
Yeah, also like when we got home, like everybody ate their whole bowl. I could only eat half of mine and had to eat it like a little bit later. But everybody was like burping and groaning, and they ate their whole bowl. And I like, yeah, was the only one that couldn't finish it and had to eat it in 2 takes.
Dog, all these details.
Yeah, because when I looked around, it was like Vanessa, Gigi, and like Vanessa got some for Cammy. So like, yeah, everybody was just sitting like todo tirado, like in these positions, like off of their stomach. Like, yeah, Vanessa was spread out on the floor. Cammy was in their recliner. Gigi's on the couch like this. And like, yeah, like everybody's bowls were empty, and there was like a bunch of groans and burps. And I was like looking, and I still had like half of my bowl, but I was really full. I was really, really full. But I still had like, yeah, like a third left.
Dog, yeah, because you said earlier, you said, yeah, everybody was really full. Like, everybody finished their bowls and they were like sitting around burping. Like, those details, I pictured Cammy, you know, even though you had just mentioned that oh, it was just the three of you that had went to get the food. But just the way you said everybody and then sat around and burped because they were so full, I immediately pictured Cammy like in that situation. And yeah, you just describing all of their positions and then just you sitting there all politely looking down at your half full bowl still like
Cause I mean, like Cammy, I expect him to finish it, but Vanessa and Gigi, like they're like my size. Like Vanessa's a little smaller, Gigi's a little. She's just taller, so she looks bigger, but she's not big. But they're basically my size, and they finished theirs just like Cammy did. And so yeah, yeah. When
what
I
ethnicity?
Gigi was eating candy too. Like she was still like eating like candy and stuff too.
Oh.
Gigi's black.
Aw.
Yeah. It's like a really
Vanessa.
smart, sassy black sister. So sweet.
Yes. Aw. So happy to hear all that.
Yeah, our parallels, our Debbie Stoner parallels. Like, yeah, like I couldn't order my food properly either.
Yeah, and then I think we just like she like Frizz had started just maybe or wait, was she asking questions? I can't even remember now, but after she said a couple of things, they were like, ma'am, please just pull up to the window. And I was driving, so then like I wasn't even done laughing. And then they're like, can you pull up to the window and just like be face to face with us like right now? Like, damn, man. Like looking back, is there another car behind me? Can I stall? Like, well, yeah, just trying to get it together before I actually like, yeah, and I have to like look at someone and talk.
Yeah, that just happened at a drive-through to me too, where yeah, like there I could feel it. They were gonna say, "Can you just come to the window?" I could already feel it. Like the second time I was trying to repeat it, I could already feel it. And yeah, she was just like, "Can you just come to the window?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Whoa!" It just got like so cold again. Like when I first came out here, it's all gray and cold again. Whoa, it's wild.
Kind of both here right now. Like there's more clouds again, but I can still see Surya shining through the clouds. There's like half and half. There's some shadows on the green and there's some sunlight on the green too.
Yeah, I can see that right in front of me. It's like dark gray, but then all to the sides, it's still bright blue and white puffy clouds. Girl, I put some baked potatoes. I put some potatoes for like baked potatoes in the oven.
Well done. That was great. It's a great impulse. What you
Yeah.
be putting on? What you gonna put on them today? You don't know yet.
Oh yeah, I already got everything prepped. So it's gonna be some muckeye, some cheese, some chilies. So yeah, it's gonna be like corn, onion, cheese, and chilies.
Man, that sounds good.
Yeah, and like butter, salt, pepper, garlic powder. I already put all that before I baked it, honestly, when I poked the holes.
Yeah, I think we had some baked potato last week. That shit was really good. Mom made some coleslaw. Yeah, they had like potato just in coleslaw.
I couldn't
How
even hear
you
you.
look
I'm like,
now?
dudes with it, huh?
Look how you looking out to the side.
I know, like dudes with their cars and their engines. I'm like, it's just so extra because it fucking. First of all, it scares me when people like rev their engines like that. And then it was just some dude in like some little Trans Am sort of car, just like revving and revving. I'm like, I'm like, it just it's so loud. It makes me nervous and like, is everything okay? And then it's just so extra and unnecessary. And I'm just like, and then I can't even fucking hear you. I'm trying to like talk and listen, and I couldn't even hear anything. So
Yeah, cool. It was just 555.
wow, the recording is gonna be like 55 minutes.
Oh.
It's on like 54 and a half right now.
Mm. Yeah, it's looking really pretty out here. I love these trees. These are all pecan trees. There's three of them. The ones that don't have leaves yet.
They're really pretty during the day and night. This is what I remember the other night when we were hanging out and I told you I could see the moon through the trees. It was one of these. I just think those branches are really pretty.
That looks like
Yeah.
Chico and Sasha's backyard. The last place I stayed with her, they had pecan trees, and then the sky would look like that a lot too.
Yeah, it's been looking like this for the past few days. Kind of like both blue and cloudy. hmm
Mhm.
I've been using my new planner though. I was gonna take a picture and show you that I've actually been writing in it.
All right now, all right now.
I've been making moves.
That's colorful and pretty. You've been really using that.
hmm
Hey, Debbie, it's getting like chilly out here, so I'm gonna take a little slight toke and go back inside.
Okay, cool. Yeah, now it's just now getting comfortable out here. It was like warm earlier, but yeah, I think I'm gonna just chill for a little bit and then when I gotta pee. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'll go have another puff with you though, cause yeah, why not? The day if I do, Big Chief. Hey, Big
yeah,
Chief, can I smoke with you, Big Chief? Can I get admitted into the Big Chief Club?
yeah.
You can call me Baby Chief.
Baby.
Everything's baby. He's baby size.
You can call me baby chunk.
That's so funny. Baby Chief and Baby Chunk. Those are good.
Yeah, like you probably would have
Accurate.
finished your bowl.
What?
If you was with us, you probably would have finished your whole bowl.
Yeah, so you would be like the baby chunkin'. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'll finish this whole bowl, but you'll finish that whole bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, look out though.
No.
Yeah. Stay Debbie life.
J Debbie, like this feels real good, Sister K, real good.
I've seen
That was
both of
baby.
ours.
Yeah, I was like, that was baby too. See, I am taking baby hits.
Yeah, you doing real good. You looking real good. Smoking that bong.
You look
Yeah,
real,
you looked real good. Smoking that bong.
you look real good. Hitting that pipe softly. That, that, that,
Yeah, the bong line actually like really fits what he like says pretty closely.
yeah, I sound like a stupid, like those dudes that be trying to holler at Juicy Judy
Oh,
and her friend.
pipe game down hard.
Mine sounded like a stupid bro line. Like that came out so weird.
I wouldn't have noticed it until you said that. Yeah, because I was just thinking about like FIFA.
Yeah, yeah, right, yeah, just yeah. So
The
yeah,
mind wanders, and here we are. Life goes on.
you look real good though. I'll just keep it at that. Not because you doing nothing or anything. Just you look real good though.
Yeah, so have you seen the video for In Akol and Musty?
Yeah, yeah.
So I played that the other night when the fam was there, like when I was DJing Masala Mix Up, just like the old school original, and Pa's like just so Pa, he pulls up the original video like on YouTube. So he's just like blasting it loud as fuck, like sitting right across from my DJ like tables and everything. Just like watching the video on YouTube, and I was like, man, why is this nigga pulling up the song on YouTube? Because I'm like DJing, so I can just see him on his phone and hear that it's the same exact song really loud. Because like I said, it wasn't a remix that I was playing. So I was like, why is he just doing this right now? And then like minutes later, he comes over, and at the exact moment that I saw the screen, it's Reka doing this, right? And then I immediately thought of you. And then yeah, basically, I think, I don't know, was that in the video I took or Ma took? I don't know. Everybody was kind of walling out on Glide, all excited and shit. So yeah, there's a video where I do this right at the beginning because it's that song, and it's, yeah, like I made it. I did that like to you. Yeah, because I was obviously feeling you. Um, so yeah, that moment happened, and yeah, it's just been on my mind, and I wanted to share that with you because I think about it every time like this happens with me and you now.
Wow. Wow. I was reflecting on that a lot, and I would say like when I watched Devdas, like that's when I like took note and started doing it. But honestly, I had been what I had the first place I really took note of that is fucking like baby girl Anjali from Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, because yeah, she kind of goes off in some baby shit where she's like praying to Allah and Baba, and she's like sitting here doing this like with her little like shawl and everything. And I remember being like at her, and yeah, I was just like hanging out with Maika and the kind of specific Devi vibes that we did recently, um, and just certain conversations we had. It just kind of made me realize that, like, yeah, like Devdas is where I took note and started doing it, but yeah, it was actually Kuch Kuch Hota Hai and like the little Anjali. So yeah, not even more stupid, cause yeah.
Damn, all that's like so stupid and so deep, you know? It's like, yeah, literally the spectrum of Vivi, it's so fucking stupid. But then, yeah, these stories that you just told me about Mike, like, you basically manifested your little Anjali doing all that shit, you know, with Devi and the fucking moon, you know? Um, yeah, just you describing that for very few seconds briefly. Yeah, I think there's like a song playing when she's doing that. And so it's like really like kind
It's
of
a
like
dramatic
intense,
part of the
dramatic.
movie.
Yeah, it's dramatic in an intense, like deep way because yeah, you can like really feel the vibes of it. Yeah, like I said, I try to watch it and just like couldn't. So I'm only going based on like my like childhood memory of it. But yeah, that's really deep.
Oh goodness, oh goodness.
Yeah, it was because I think I got to the part with like, or just maybe thinking about, there's that song with Kajol where she like runs back when she's really hurt to that like school mother, and yeah, that um yeah, just no words necessary. I just yeah, I couldn't handle that. Still can't handle that.
Yeah, that movie is just like straight. I'm like, now I'm thinking of Ronnie's character. I'm like, dude, this is like, yeah, it's just a trinity of like ridiculous aspects of Devi, and it's such an intense fucking movie, and like, yeah, that's so wild. That's so wild, dude. So medicinal, like it's intensely medicinal and like crazy.
Dog. Because I watched it when I was a child, and then I watched it when I had a child. Like, I didn't watch it in between. So it got like real, like, whoa.
Like we both just said, like, whoa.
Like, whoa, yeah. Yeah.
Really like, whoa. She about it like, whoa. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, you were talking about it so much and just, yeah, sharing your experiences. I was like, yeah, I want to watch it and like connect with that Devi medicine. I just, yeah, it was too much for me. But,
Yeah, that one, and then also that fucking the Dil Vale Dulhania Le Jayenge, like both of those, I was like, I didn't realize what a deep impact those made for me as a kid. And then when I watched them as an adult more recently, I was like, um, it just gave me a lot of insight into like a lot of decisions I made when I was a kid and didn't realize I did, you know. Powerful Intention.
uh,
Yeah, so when I watched those two movies, I actually learned a lot about like myself in relationships, myself and why I manifested certain things. Like it just gave me a lot of fucking really intense but like good insight into like the little me, and then like kind of how I got to where I am today. It just made a lot of shit make sense. Those two movies in particular.
yeah, that's really off the chain because I haven't heard you talk about that one before, so I didn't know. Like, yeah, that was another one that you just watched, and
I
yeah,
mean,
journey.
they were both in Santa Cruz, so it's like, yeah, like I watched them both when I was in Santa Cruz. They like popped up on Netflix. I don't know, at the time. So yeah, I went through a phase where I watched a lot of old Bollywood movies that we grew up watching, but those two, like, yeah, I didn't realize that they impacted me so much when I was a child.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause Kuch Kuch Hote Hai, I know yeah, that I remember that had a deep impact on us. But yeah, the DDL I had no idea. That's not one that I think like, oh shit, like what really impacted me during my childhood, like that wouldn't cross my mind as like something on the list, you know. So yeah, just hearing you casually talk about it like that and then yeah, explain really specific things. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious and interested. Like, yeah, I don't know much about the movie. I just remember the songs and kind of like a vague, very vague overview, but yeah, that's not one that stands out. So that's really interesting. I'm like, yeah, what would I remember or feel about it if I watched it?
Same here. I wasn't aware of it until I watched it. Like Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, I remember watching it over and over, and like we were a little older, so I remember more like that age, its impact it was having on me and my psyche. But yeah, the other one, like we were a lot younger, and so I didn't realize how much we had watched it until I was rewatching it. And there were so many specific things I didn't remember and so many specific things I did remember. And yeah, I was like, that was one that like, yeah, it kind of marked my psyche in strong ways that I didn't realize till I rewatched it. Like just conclusions we make as children, like based on certain information, you know, or data, we just like form conclusions. And so I was like, the timing I watched that, I was really glad I did, because it made me like just realize like I had these like very childish like conclusions I came to that I didn't necessarily want to be carrying around, you know. And then there was other things that was really deep Devi medicine where I was like, whoa, like I don't remember that, and that's what I would like to remember from that, you know? Um, yeah, like Gajal with her parents, Gajal with like, you know, Shah Khan, like there was, yeah, it was just a lot of heavy medicine, her journey, uh, yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
The geek family, dog. I watched their reaction video to like one of the,
I
yeah,
think
the
the Zarasa
yeah,
Jumbo
yeah,
and
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about that. I
yeah,
did watch that one. Like, I don't know, I kind of like the song. Yeah, I like it's a nice melody. Yeah, it was like the Devis, and then yeah, it's like I think yeah, just the general consensus that everyone like actually liked the song, and that was really surprising to me because it's yeah one of the songs that I didn't like from the soundtrack.
same here. Also, like that geek thing, like I think it's really funny that it's white people watching like Indian stuff, and I think just that idea is really funny. So when I first started watching their videos, I was like, these people, I think that it's just like really comical to watch
Yeah,
like white people enter our world for a little while and just kind of get their mind blown. I think that
yeah,
watch them because of that, but then like the more I watch their videos, it's a really matriarchy household. Like the Devis run the shit. Like it looks like the guys like set it up, do the physical effort of it, but you can see in their household and then the two marriages of like the two couples, like you can see that the Devis like run the shit and they're the bosses and the guys are aware of that, you know? And so there's like, I don't know, just the more I've watched them, I've like seen a lot of really cool like matriarchy vibes and just like that Shiv Shakti aspects that like I've just
yeah,
grown to like really just enjoy watching them interact with each other. As much as I do them reacting to Indian stuff, it's like I appreciate just watching them just as much for that on like to yeah, like putting shit in our vortex basically. Like the stuff that I've seen, like this one they're reacting like this Indian comedian that he made a video of like women can never decide where they want to go eat and like what a struggle that is to like try and like figure out where the lady wants to go eat because it's like always your fault if it's not good or wrong or not right. And so it's like a really funny Indian dude doing a skit comedy of like how he just cannot decide where to go with his lady and like how she's mad at him no matter what he does. And I think that video is really funny. And then it's the geek family reacting to that video. And then all their interpersonal stuff of like the guys being like, oh, yeah, because you do this to me. And then you do this to me. And then the Devies are just sitting there like losing it because it's like, yeah, they just be like, hella, like, just, I'm hungry. Take me here. Like, oh, I'm hungry. I want this. Take me here. And the guys are just going on and on about how like bossy and hungry they are. Like take me here. Feed me.
bossy and hungry. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that is
I
patriarchy, though.
love it
Baba
because
Yaga.
yeah, the guys had a lot to say, and I was like, whoa, like these are beastie devies that just are like hungry. Take me out to eat, like, or yeah, like take me to go get Indian food, like just straight up like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I realized that after I tried watching a couple. I was like, if I didn't have the expectation of like hearing their reactions about what the video that they were actually watching, because I just thought they would have more commentary on the video itself, and it was more just them kind of talking and hanging out, and it kind of seemed like everybody just forgot about the video a lot of the time, and then they'd be like, oh yeah, like like a bunch of stoners like, oh, aren't we supposed to be talking about something specific? And then yeah, they talk about it for a few seconds and it immediately goes back to just like them being them. So if I would have just yeah watched it without that expectation, I probably would have thought they were funnier. But yeah, I tried watching a couple and I was like, yeah, I can't even watch these because it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. But
I did think about it. A couple of like little moments stayed in my mind for a while. I was like, yeah, it was just a cool family dynamic to vibe on and just yeah, see how yeah, just like their formation, you know, because it's just like a bunch of really different looking people sitting in a room together and yeah, everyone is just like got their spots and personalities and commentary. It's like a really hilarious setup, like assembly of crew.
Yeah. Dog, like I said, the reason I even found them was because I was like looking for the Budmavat song. And so like literally my intro to them is them reacting to Kali Bali out of all of them.
That's like yeah, when Rumbi is just like looking and going crazy as fuck. Oh my gosh,
That's
yeah.
how I came across their channel. And that
You
was my
would though. Think about
that's
it,
what I'm
you
saying.
would.
I fell in love from the get because that was my intro. And I was like, whoa, it's just like this family sitting here watching this crazy ass video and they're gonna sit around and talk about it together and then record it and share it for the world to see. So I was like, yo, I love these people. Like, so yeah, I fell in love because that was my intro to them was that fucking Cully Bully song. And I was like I said, when I need a good, like a sure laugh, like I rewatch that every once in a while because I just know it's gonna make me laugh really hard.
Okay, well yeah, that's good to know. Like that's a good like go to, you know. Yeah, I I realized I felt kind of distracted because we were talking about the Bollywood movies and it got really deep because I realized certain things like just yeah, certain scenes in different movies flashed through my mind and um yeah, so I kind of just like have not really been present this whole time.
Okay, yeah, I was kind of like, I don't know, am I like rambling, talking about shit she don't want to talk about, but she's not talking, so I was like, I don't know, I just kept talking, but I could feel, I was like, I don't know, she'll say something.
Yeah, I realized it's stupid because it
Like,
was
talk
like
about
for this.
Bollywood.
Yeah, it was like the scene in for this. So yeah, just been feeling bad this whole time that like yeah, like our parents took us to see that movie and no one ever talked about it, you know, like it was just so normal and yeah, it just yeah, it just made me really angry just realizing that and just how common it is, you know. Like we just literally saw that like it was nothing, you know.
I tried to watch that and I put on like the first 10 minutes and I didn't finish it. Same timing I watched all those other ones. I couldn't watch that.
Yeah, and just like that character, like Mahima, that was like the first time we seen her. That was like her debut, and she just comes out like a fucking angel Devi from a village in India, just like yeah, like the representation of a pure Devi, you know, and just yeah, like that ugly fuck boy, just yeah, like all bougie American and just yeah, like Indian, like the Indian version of machismo, like patriarchy, just yeah, all that whole combination was just really crazy.
Yeah, and then Shadow was over there being all bum and like being a little bitch and like won't step up. And it's like, quit being all bum, like go get what you want. Like she needs that. It's bigger than your bum shit. So yeah, I saw the dynamics within the first few minutes of that movie starting, and I was like, I can't watch this.
Yeah, it's sick, dude. That's yeah, it's like dysfunction that's like really sick. Yeah, so Dil Wale Dulhania Le Jayenge, yeah, just kind of prompted my mind to just like, oh, like what Bollywood movies really impacted me and it's like flash, 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 and then it just yeah, kind of landed and stayed on for this until I said to you like out loud. So thank you. Thank you. One of the wolf spirit flips today was in secrets. It was in the Scar Clan chapter, and yeah, she was talking about secrets, and yeah, the healing and necessity to say it out loud to someone that you trust so that it loses its like hold on us and our
Yeah.
psyche. The of the river bird going on like the hour before sunset.
Yeah, dog. I really feel you, Debbie. That's what I mean. There was a lot of messaging we received, and we really didn't get what was like normal and not normal, and okay and not okay. So, yeah, our little childhood conclusions, just so impressionable and influenceable. Yeah, we kind of just grew up watching really whack shit like Indian stuff, like Mahabharata is really fucking crazy. And then that's kind of just what we watched as children all day, every day. Um,
Oh my God.
I look at
Dude,
what,
yeah. That's all I remember from England as far as Indian stuff is like Mahabharat and Aina, and those are both like fucked up experiences.
yeah, because I look at what Maika watches and like the things I choose to make sure she's gonna watch. And I'm just like, yeah, like she's gonna have the fairy tale, man. She's gonna have the fairy tale.
She already is, man. She's living the fairy
She
tale.
is, she is, she is. She's so princess. She's so royal and she knows it, and she's gonna have her happy ever after. And yeah, I just kind of like really like stunned with the shit we grew up watching, and then I look at the way our lives unfolded, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, we should be a little more mindful about what we're showing these kids, because Sponge is just taking it all in. But
Yeah, it's like taking in really whack vibes and then like yeah, not having any space or support to process it or let anything out really, it was just yeah, we just like yeah, literally like absorbed it and just were walking around with it.
yeah, dog, just like the past 2 weekends, Maika has said straight up like stuff like, this is the best day ever, or I'm gonna remember this day forever. See, you know what we did? We didn't do anything extravagant. I just fucking spent time with her. Like, let's fucking hang out, let's hang out, let's hang out and cook. Let's hang out, talk. Like that's all we did. It was nothing like, it didn't cost nothing. We didn't go nowhere. Like we were just at home, and I just fucking spent time with her, fucking
Damn.
talk to her. She'd be laying all her problems on me, and I'd be like, "Oh, girl, no, it ain't even like that. No, no, fuck all them kids at school. Like, don't sweat that boy, that girl. Oh, there's 10 other even better than her. And she has all
God.
these little things she be moving through, and I'm like, wow, she has somebody to talk to, somebody to keep her mind right, her vibes right, like just somebody to guide her through all her little moments in life. And I'm like, damn, like we fucking made it here without that shit. Like just fucking like mothering ourselves, like nurturing ourselves and each other, and blessings for all the people and things that do show up on our path. But I mean, just that sense of like, I need to fucking talk to somebody, and gain some perspective and clarity and wisdom. I'm just like really realizing I'm like, yo, like she just be talking to me, like,
and just at the end of every week she's had this, you know, certain experiences. And what I realize is she's not carrying these things on and on. She gets to like make her shifts and readjust, you know, like she has this personal check-in and compass and direction. I was just like, damn, like that's so valuable, like to have that outside guidance and just somebody to fucking talk to.
Yeah, Debbie, that's so beautiful. Like that just, yeah, that makes my heart so happy, and it like reassures my mind with some hope for humanity. Like, yeah, that's really beautiful.
But yeah, like you saying the secrets, I was like, yeah, it just makes me realize like how much stuff would happen every day in our lives and we never ever talk to anybody about it. And I'm like, then a whole life goes by, or like
Yeah.
good 30 years go by and we're like, whoa, like I am carrying so much around that I fucking just never got a second of space to talk to somebody who fucking gives a fuck, you know?
Yeah. Exactly, dog. Yeah, everything that you just described, like you and Micah, just your day, how you literally just spent time together, like you were present with each other together, just vibing. It's just, yeah, I really take note of what a Debbie Claudia is, you know, and grounded for life. And just, yeah, Lily just really don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, she's neurotic as fuck about like when it comes to boys, basically, but pretty much everything else she's just like such a bitch about, and she's just like, yeah, like ruthless, you know. It doesn't matter, she's really unconditional about expressing herself and her emotions. So yeah, I just, yeah, really take note of how she'll just literally walk into the room if she's already at home, or just bust up in the house like dramatic and loud as fuck, like just literally like telling anyone who will listen to her problems about like the worst day that she had, or she had the most embarrassing night again. And yeah, they all like know, yeah, they all know that she just, yeah, it's like every other day it's like the worst day of her life, and they just, yeah, they know that about her, they accept it, acknowledge it, and just like, yeah, or like, yeah, what happened this time, babe? Like, yeah, tell me what happened, Lily. And they're just, yeah, they're both really good at asking their fucking kids like, talk to me about this, you know, like what happened, just what happened, you know, like what's going
Yeah,
on, what happened. And yeah, like they, it occurs to them to ask, you know, and like communicate that they care, you know. It's not enough to just, I feel like our parents just like assumed like, yeah, like the whole like mind reading thing, like, yeah, if you want something you should know to ask for it, or like, you know, like if we want to talk to them, like that's not the child role, you know. It's the adult or the grown-up's role to like initiate conversation with the child, and yeah, like try to meet them where they're at and get to know more about their world, you know, rather than like expecting children to just like assimilate and fit into like boring adult world.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, they just really talk to each other, you know, like, yeah, just really a lot of good communication that just makes
Yeah.
all the sense.
Yeah. I appreciate that in that show too. I'm like, yeah, their kids like talk to them and stuff. And mhm. That's why, yeah, I appreciate that because yeah, she just really has been expressing how much she likes just talking to me.
Oh, Debbie, that's so special. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been so like this girlfriend vibe. Like, yeah, when we first moved in, it was rough because we were both going through a lot. But yeah, the past 2 weekends have just been so nice with her. Like, yeah,
Mm.
she just feels like that real girlfriend vibe again and just like hanging out. Yeah, the night, like, because it was like the full moon night, and I was like taking her to school the next day, and like, yeah, like she couldn't go to sleep, and I couldn't go to sleep, and I was like, she's just having so much fun. It's basically like she doesn't feel like it's a school night. She feels like it's a sleepover with her mommy. Like,
like a girlfriend, and she was just too excited to sleep, honestly. Like, yeah, just knowing like she's gonna sleep good with me, and then I'm gonna take her to school in the morning. I
She
like
was
pack.
so lit. Apricot. Um,
Okay.
so lit. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause she even had told me like what she wanted for lunch, and so I like made her a sandwich, cut her up some fresh veggie snacks, fruit, and then she was like, "Yeah, my dad packs me dessert." So I was like, "Oh, okay." I
Oh,
thought a sandwich and fresh, all this stuff was good. If she want dessert too, so I made her like a whole meal to go. So yeah, she was excited.
yeah. Just I can just feel her energy inside, and yeah, that's exactly. She just yeah, like the little homie. 'Cause you're can you imagine yeah, just what a turn feeling that is to have that kind of relationship? Like there's a really cool older woman in your life who like you want to hang out with, who makes you feel really good about yourself, who's fun to be around, and she just like happens to be your mom. So it's like all of a sudden like, oh, you got to go to bed early because it's a school night, like that doesn't really fit into that kind of a vibe.
Yeah, because I told her, I like before I even told her she could stay with me, I had to talk. I was like, look, Micah, like I'm kind of having a feeling like I want to invite you to stay with me. So yeah, because little boo boo, man, she showed up last week. She was like, Mommy, I didn't sleep all night last night. I couldn't sleep. And I'm like, this some bullshit. Like you literally can't sleep because you ain't got nobody to snuggle you. Like I was like, fuck it. Like I'll sacrifice some sleep so I can fucking snuggle you so you can sleep. Even if I don't sleep with your wilding and kicking, slapping me ass, like I'll fucking snuggle you so you sleep. But before I offered that, I was like, look, like I want to offer you to like sleep with me if you want, so I could take you to school, but like I have to switch from like homies to mommy mode. Do you understand what that means? And she got real quiet, and because she was like running all over the place and turned, she got like real quiet and serious. And I was like, look, like I'm gonna have to switch modes. I was like, when I say I'm gonna need you to cooperate with me. And she's like, what does that mean? I was like, basically you're gonna have to listen and like do what I say at this point. And she was just like okay. And she was like, yeah, like she was just kind of like, okay, okay. And I was just like, yeah, that means like when I say you need to go to sleep, you need to go to sleep. If I say you need to brush your teeth, go brush your teeth. Don't say but, don't fight, don't argue, like just say okay. She's just like, okay, okay. So I like have this like serious talk with her before I like invite her this option of like staying the night. And she's just like, yeah, 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 like trying to be all cooperative and like, yeah, yeah, like put on the good girl front. And she's all turned, she's trying, but yeah, it was just real funny like having those kind of talks with her. Yeah.
I love y'all. That's like so ESC too. All your examples, like go to sleep, brush your teeth, like yeah, just those basic things, that they really ain't trying to do a lot of the time.
I know, because I'm like, look, and especially like these days, like when I say something to her, like it's not just like, okay, mom, I got you. She's just like, but I didn't blah blah blah, but I didn't blah blah blah. And I'm like, hold up, like I hold up. I ain't trying to fight or argue. Like, can you just say okay? Like I got it, like and everything's, but I didn't blah blah blah. And I'm like, look, like, damn, sassy shit. Like, can I just say something? Like, can I just
Not that serious, B.
Yeah, but just that kind of like, yeah, it's like a teenager sass, just like always on the defense. So like, I didn't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing.
Oh, Dosiba. She's such a character.
I know. I had to like explain to her, like, Micah, do you see how you're like arguing with everything I say? And like had to point it out. She didn't get like she was just like arguing about everything. And I'm like, but I'm not even trying to argue or start anything. I'm just like making a statement like, oh hey, could you put your shoes there? Could you put this in the trash? And it's like, but I didn't, blah blah blah. Like, and I'm like, whoa, like
Okay. Do you want to put your shoes though?
yeah, so yeah, just good communication. Good communication here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so important. I mean for everybody, but especially for children, I feel like they can really express themselves at home, you know? Yeah, that's another thing I'll be taking note of and grounded. Yeah, like all the children, they all just like it. Yeah, are really good about talking to their parents. Well, you know, I guess, you know, sometimes they have their moments, but yeah, they feel comfortable and safe talking to them, you know, like the
Yeah,
safety is
yeah,
there. Yeah, they feel like there's a level of trust and respect.
yeah. Mhm.
The
Exactly.
parents still burn the shit out of them. It's that balance. Like they burn the shit out of them. They call them out. Um, but they're also like really loving and respectful, you know, and they listen to them. So it's like, yeah, they kind of like keep them in check and discipline them, but they do it with like such love and comedy and like, yeah, good vibes and intentions that, yeah, the kids are pretty straight.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like I have that good balance with Maika too, because I do like to call her out and just let her see herself, like let her witness herself. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, we do it like laughing and loving, like not like at all trying to make her feel bad or nothing, but just like,
yeah.
do you like see yourself just how ridiculous this is right now? Like,
Just want you to know for your own personal information that you're acting really fucking weird right now. Do you remember?
I can feel it, but like,
Do you want me to with Zach and Mary? He roasted an emo Debbie. Okay, just want you to know, like, for your own personal information, that you're acting really fucking weird right now. Yeah, well, blah 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 blah, like da 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 da. I don't make any sense right now because I'm sprung.
damn. Yeah.
Yeah, I took note of that from the very first time I watched that movie. And that line just always really stayed with me. For all the times I wished I would have realized that about myself, and all the times I wish I could
Yeah.
have just said that to somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah. Just that awareness, just that simple awareness of like, oh, I'm being really fucking weird right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like, hey, that's not normal. What's up? You know?
Right. Yeah. Like, what's really going on? Because you don't look as cool as you're trying to act right now. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I just really watched that within the past, I don't know, like few months. So yeah, it was just kind of like fresh on my mind.
Me too. That's why I could really, really feel it. But yeah. 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 It was a couple months back.
sometime last year, but yeah, recently.
Yeah, I was like losing it. I was really feeling us with the Bobby Long scenes, like when they first meet at the reunion.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, me too. Me too. Me too. Me too. Me too.
this is like the funniest I've ever thought that scene was. Like, I just like I knew it was funny, and then the last time I noticed it, like a year ago, I was like, oh, this is really clever, actually. Like the writing of it, and then this time I just completely lost it for so many reasons. They did that up like, yeah.
And it's so natural too. Like it's so organic. Yeah, and then like when they're the couples fighting, like Bobby Long and like yeah, the boyfriend are fighting, and he's like, "Oh, do you want me to make a scene? You don't want me to make a scene?" And it just like that whole bit, like just like his whole character, like everything he says he
Oh,
does, I'm like
that's exactly, yeah. That's the part that I was thinking about. Like, oh, is this too loud? Am I being, yeah, like, is that out of the closet enough? Like, yeah, just like yelling, like, yeah, some really gay ass shit, like, loud as fuck.
it's like ghetto gay shit.
Yeah, man. Uh,
It's like yeah, Zach's like, holy shit, they fight like real people, and he's just like, that's like makes his whole night worthwhile is just seeing them.
yeah, he's so in his receptive mode, like talking about, yeah, like better than anything on TV. Yeah, it's just, yeah, he's, yeah, really, really in his receptive mode with that. Like he's so pleased and his curiosity is satisfied. Like just, yeah, a lot of vortex factors. Yeah. Yeah.
I remember watching that and being like, where's one of them at? Because like, he's just straight up like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, like in case you get bored, like blah blah blah, and I'm just like, oh, like
Oh,
that's
you're
nice.
talking about the character? I thought you were still talking about Bobby Long.
Oh gosh, no, yes, that, yeah, because I thought you did that thing, so I was like, oh yeah, then my mind switched
Uh,
to Zach.
yeah, this kind of came out of nowhere for me. Yeah, it was just all of a sudden like, and I was like, wait, what? Like, how? What? Oh,
Because I like that, but I thought I saw you doing some like thing, so I was like, oh
oh,
yeah, like
I had a spoon in my hand and I was like, I was licking the spoon. Yeah, that's like the only thing that I could think of that I did that would look like that. Yeah.
okay, I don't know, something with the like optical illusion. I didn't really see the spoon. I just saw your tongue like motion, and then I was like, oh yeah, Zach, like yeah, how he just like yeah, really just direct with that one lady, like oh yeah, like if you're bored, like I eat pussy, like I'm just like okay, like
I remember seeing that back then too. Like, yeah.
yeah, just like that, like how like humans aren't typically that direct, you know? There's like all these games and like, oh, like mind games and shit. And just like, yeah, like he's just so like, I'm really not trying to be here. So I'm trying to have as much fun while I'm here. Do you think you could give me a hand job? No, cool. Like I can give you some head and just trying to have a good time.
Yeah, like that's better than nothing for him, you know. So he's like, might as well do something while you're doing nothing kind of vibe. Yeah, just at
Yeah.
least get alone, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I just took note of him a lot last time too, of like
Yeah.
Yo, Mary's Mary's revenge plot. It's like, yeah, so I want you to like come home with me and like have sex around the times that you were mean to me, you know? Yo. Yeah, watching it this time was really lit and crazy. I was like, whoa, that's like her whole plan right now. Like,
Oh my god. Yeah, and then like them two are just on the side watching the whole thing, like laughing at her, make an ass of herself. Like it's not embarrassing enough that like she's like embarrassing herself in front of dude, but then also there's like his dude and then her soon-to-be dude watching all of that happen too.
yeah. Yeah. I feel like I laughed and appreciated that movie like I haven't in a really long time. Maybe, yeah, maybe even for the first time. It was just, yeah, after not watching it for so long, all of a sudden watching it, I just noticed so much. So many layers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hadn't watched it in a while when I like last watched it. Yeah, so it had been a while for me when I had watched it recently.
Oh, hey, Pa.
Okay.
Double-handed way.
You didn't even know what the hell is this guy?
Who the hell is this guy?
Right?
Oh, okay, good.
Very slow.
That's good. Yeah, it's such a
Scroll.
beautiful day out here.
Hey, Karishma, how are you?
Pa. I'm good. How you doing?
I just got home and I thought somebody's missing, so I thought let me have a look for her, see whether we can find her.
Where's the little creature at?
Yeah, the other day he asked me if I was gonna like just camp out here because I was out here so long with the
Oh
moon.
yeah. Yeah, get your tent, sleeping bag set up.
I said, yeah, I just came inside to get my sleeping bag and tent.
Yeah, she was ready to do that. How are you doing? Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. You don't
Yeah.
have any. You're not any more sick or flu or anything anymore. It's all gone now.
For now, yeah, I have a little bit of a cough, but other than that, I'm real good. I feel healthy.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. Hmm. Micah
Yeah.
is Micah is good too.
Yeah, she's good. She's happy, healthy.
Are the schools still open over there? Or is there any problem with the coronavirus? Have you heard of coronavirus?
Have you heard of it?
It is a big thing right now.
I have
And
heard of it, believe it or not. I have heard of it. I've also heard that Walmart is rationing water and toilet paper. Um, yeah,
some
like,
people are just some people buying like crazy. Toilet paper,
yeah,
sanitizer.
rationing. They're rationing hand sanitizer, cleaning wipes, toilet paper, water. There's all these things that are being rationed. Um, I
Yes,
went to
yes,
yeah,
yes. Find the hand sanitizer in Sam's Club for the last 3 weeks. And they're out
yeah,
of stock. They're out of stock
yeah.
for the last 3 weeks. Just cannot get anymore.
Even water, like there's places that are charging a lot of money for water already. Like everybody's buying up the water.
That's just that. They should not be like that. Not for the water. I mean, some other products, yeah. I know that there is a scarcity of some products, but not the water. Water is still easily available here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might
Yeah.
happen when we get like a hurricane and everything is closed and no more power. Then yeah, then there might be a shortage of water here. But generally, water is not a problem here for us in Florida. We always get water any.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
whole
Mm.
on top of
And I
water.
was watching the news. They have also even closed the Disney World, California.
Yeah. They've closed a lot of stuff.
Uh,
A lot of stuff has closed, and yeah, I know a lot of people's travel plans and stuff like that. Yeah, they are closing a lot of things, but as of now, like, yeah, everything like where we are locally is open.
right. Right. But just be careful, when you deal with the people from outside, from like overseas or anywhere. Just be extra careful because you never know.
Yeah,
In the on their emails, because like the Indian associations, they've been canceling like India Fest and like Holi celebrations. So their emails say, "Remember, Namaste is the way. Do
Yeah.
not shake
Don't shake
hands."
hands. What, what you can do
no,
like a country?
it's the way. Wow,
You know what?
that's so good. I love that. That's great.
Yeah, yeah,
Namaste is the way. Yeah, I was like realizing that. I was like, yeah, I don't at the moment don't socialize too much, so it's kind of a blessing in disguise because yeah, everybody seems to be in a panic about it.
So the thing is with this virus, you do not see the symptoms or any kind of effect until 14 days, even after
Yeah,
you have it. And by
yeah,
that time, it's too late. Once you find out symptoms and figure out that you might have it, go for testing. Just too late by that time. So
yeah,
main thing they advise you just keep on washing your hands regularly. Keep washing
yeah,
your hands regularly and
mhm,
vigorously, not just like for like a couple of minutes, like a little bit sometime. That helps more too to kill all the germs.
have you been
okay,
doing
Yeah,
yeah,
we do that. Yeah,
okay? Yeah, especially if it's
yeah, because we deal with the money, we deal with all kinds of people, so we have to be extra careful at the store.
yeah.
Yeah, you want to come for dinner? We are getting ready for the dinner now here.
oh wow, dinner. What's for dinner?
It's called puff. I don't know
Puff
what.
pastry, like a pastry from puff pastry, and then put some
Oh,
vegetable, put some vegetables, some baro on the mukina, a type of
oh,
dungri, butter, a type on the.
that's
You put
cool.
like rock and gambaro inside, like yeah, kind of bread like puff pastry.
These come like a triangle shape, like a triangle shape pastry. That's how they make it.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, yeah. And so it's like some kind of filling in there,
Okay.
vegetable.
You
Yeah.
guys said that's like street food in India, or they serve it at restaurants.
I think they sell it on the
I'm like,
street
I think
too.
it's like a food cart thing
Yeah,
in India. It's like a
on the street
popular
Yeah,
too.
little,
it sounded a little like Bani Puri, but like different too.
yeah,
That kind of concept, yeah. They just make it and they sell it in the cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything okay with you? Is the phone working good? You getting a good reception there?
Yeah, yeah, I got the phone. It's working good.
hmm
You don't have the network problem or anything.
No, no, everything's good. Thank you. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Do
hmm
you have any other phone? This is the only phone you have now. Like in the emergency.
No, no, no. I have like four phones. This is my fourth phone, but this is the only one that works like as a telephone. But then I have like
When I say
three.
other phone, mean like a one which you can use, like in the working, like with the network and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
You can have the
yeah. I have three other phones actually. So like I let Maika use one. One's kind of for her, and then
okay.
I have like the last phone, the Boost one and then another old phone. So I have this, yeah, I have a couple extra.
This is like your main phone, like a
Yeah, this
Mac
is the
or
main working phone. Yeah, but I
okay.
have backup for just Wi-Fi stuff. Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
All right. I'm going inside now.
Okay,
Mom is
enjoy.
Okay.
waiting.
Okay, enjoy your
You
dinner,
take
Paul.
care. Love you.
All right, you too. Take care. I love you too.
Yeah, put the mic out, okay?
Okay, I will.
Bye.
Bye.
You come back.
Butchie. Yeah, I just heard footsteps and I assumed it was like the usual apricot and he's such a Leo. Like I didn't realize, yeah, until he was just like, hey.
It's all good. I just realized I had like the lighter in my hand for a minute because I was getting ready to, and then like, yeah, I just kind of still had the lighter, and then I was just kind of like, hi, like, he said, "Who the hell is this guy about himself?"
Yeah. Yeah, I've been like low key just slipping in more cuss words around them, especially like when it's just me and him. So then, yeah, just kind of like ease them up, you know. So I do it like one on one more, like when it's just me and her, or like when it's just me, and then they like, yeah, they just don't say anything. Who the hell is this guy? Like that's something neither of us would think anyway.
I know. I'm like, it's obviously Dad, Pa. Like, I mean, yeah, I just saw his clothes and was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's Pa. But yeah. We are like so self insecure. He's like, yeah, roasting himself. Oh, let your hair down, girl. Pull it to the front a little. Take your glasses off.
The other day, me and Ma were in the kitchen, and she told me to check something in the oven, and I was like, I can't. And then she looked up and saw my glasses all fogged up, and she lost it laughing because I was like, I can't, my glasses. So I was like kind of heated that that happened, and she just like looked at me and lost it because it's just like really funny. Because I didn't want to check it, but I was just like closer and it looked like I wasn't doing anything. But yeah, I was like on my way to doing something important. So she was just like, yeah, check that. And I didn't want to. And then I tried to. And then I was just like, I can't. My glasses.
Touch my body. I'm gonna check my battery real quick.
Yeah, I was actually getting ready to go inside when he came out here. So I was like, yeah, I'll pee and plug in and come back out. See? Just a flip. Oh, that one. Yeah, this is kind of like my view. like what's right in front of me. See those noises?
I know they going off. Like, yo, it's dinner time. Let's make our rounds before we go home for the night.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe like 20, 30 minutes away from sunset. So yeah, are you still heading inside? I know you're talking about taking a slight toast when you got cooled and it looks sunny again.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's so wild. It's like just bright blue and sunny in front of me now when it was like all gray and cold. So yeah, I'm still here with a slight toke in mind.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, get my shawl and bowl from over there. I'll just be right back.
Just to clarify, are you gonna like slight toke and wrap it up and go in, or are you like slight toke and going inside to keep
Oh, I was planning to just like toke and go to my room.
Okay, already. I'm just checking in. Okay.
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 Yeah, I'm glad I got my shawl out here. It was so warm earlier, and I was smoking. All right, this go ahead.
Perhaps maybe if you give it this a squeeze, you'd remember to follow me fast.
Damn. Yeah.
I solemnly swear that I am up to no good.
Damn. I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. What a powerful oath to take on. Is that a? Do we have a cough? Is that a cough right here? Cough last night and just lost it, just laughing about it and thinking about it's a sound that I commonly hear or make. But I was just like hearing the and it's amazing. It's probably not Luna. Sometimes I'm like closer to the house, so just like try to be mindful and not those kind of noises because it sounds kind of alarming out of context.
Right?
Because we would just be like, oh yeah, she's just like smoking. Yeah, they Yeah, they would be like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Are you dying?"
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah, I actually got like a little rip left. I'm gonna go ahead and just finish this off here. Just be a little ahead of the times for 420, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's 7:07 here.
Yeah, I was like, might
Yeah,
as well.
I could do the same too. Yeah, there's just like one little puff left. Thought I finished it, but yeah, there's one little puff. All right, let's go.
All right,
Turn
man.
in.
All right, partner. Let's puff, partner.
All right, partner puff. Partner puff.
Yep,
Just
until
do like a
with
crazy
partner.
puff and partner. All right, here we go.
Day there, bye.
Hey, Debbie, life. Yeah, there's actually like the perfect little sticks, and I just realized this because I've just been thinking of them as sticks, and I've been wondering like what part of the plant or tree it comes from. So I've been using them for months because some of them fit perfectly like in this part, and then some of them are good size for like cleaning this out. So that's what I've literally been just keeping this clean for months without having to like soak it and wash it and stuff. Um, is use these like sticks. So I've been doing that for months, and yeah, it's perfect because yeah, I just do it out here. It's really easy to clean up because I just like give thanks and like toss the sticks into like the brush here, you know. So it's really fucking easy to clean up, and it's all natural. And then just I don't know, within the past 2 or 3 days, I realized the stems of the leaves on the pecan trees, they kind of look like a little bit like maple leaves. Yeah. But yeah, it's like the stems of those. That's the sticks that I've been using. It's like really dry, already brown, like the leaf stems from the trees that the leaf has just, yeah, completely broken off from. So, um, yeah, I just thought that was cool.
Yeah, that is cool. That's like when I was in Rosarito, there's, the mustard, the wild mustard that would grow. And then when they
Yeah.
dried out, those would make the perfect sticks for cleaning the bong too, whether it was like the down stem part or the bowl. But yeah, I would just
Yeah,
sit there with like branch, clean it, and then yeah, like go toss it back out and be like, yeah, that was just 100% organic and like zero waste and all that shit, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Just be posted up over there on the steps doing that. Yeah, then I just like toss them off the side. Yeah, but there's just a lot of them in kind of like the corners of the steps. And even like part of the dock, there's none right now. But yeah, sometimes I'm sitting way out here and just turn around and will like find some and pick them up. I was using one to clean the steps just now, or like not the steps, the planks. But yeah, they're just abundant.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of birds going off. A lot of birds right here in this area of the sky. Those little ones are like to post up in the pecan trees to fly in and out. They do their little practice swoops.
Oh, those such cute little chirps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these ones have little yellow bellies. They're like
Mm.
kind of grayish black on their backs. Little yellow bellies. Mm-hmm. So did you finish your ball?
Yeah, I did.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm a little hungry. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you just got kind of like a faded look about you.
Uh,
Um,
yeah, I was getting up and I was like, dang, that song feels so good. Let me just sit for a moment while she showed me the nature. Um,
okay, okay, cool. Yeah, it just looks like maybe you might want to eat some food.
yeah. Well, I was hearing about y'all food and I was like, oh, I'm glad I did my prep and like I know exactly what to do. And it's like not even really nothing to do, but it's ready for me. Because I was like, at first, I was like, man, I just want to like sit down and chill before our meeting. But I was like, you're going to want to have food to just be real ready for you. So yeah, I went ahead and handled that. And yeah, as soon as he started talking about the puffs or whatever, like you want to come over for dinner, I was like, man, normally that's the type of shit I'll start crying about, but I'm like, I'm good to go. I set myself up for success, you know. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we'd be having fun. So, yeah, I have no idea what it is. They basically been talking about it for days, and he like asked her to make it because he's been wanting to eat it, and I don't know if I've ever seen it or had it, but yeah, it's
Oh,
something good and different.
wow, that's just happening today, like tonight, like that. Wow. That's
Yeah.
exciting. I thought it was something y'all got from like Sam's Club or something.
No, yeah. Because I went, like when I was saying hey to Ma when she first came home, I seen a bunch of vegetables out on the counter. I assumed she was making shock. Well, I guess actually she is making shock, but I thought it was like a roti shock kind of night, you know? And yeah, then she told me real excited, like, yeah, we're making the puff for dinner. And I was like, oh, cool, what's that? And she was like, you know, the thing that we've been talking about. And I was like, oh shit, that's what's happening. She was like, yeah. I was like, all right, well, I don't know if I get to eat with y'all, but I'll definitely eat one later for sure.
That's what's up, dog. That's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah, basically I just like packed my bag up. I don't know. I guess I'll probably just actually stay out here for the sunrise or sunset. I was gonna go inside and pee and come back, but um, I'll just like watch the sunset. Oh shit! That was a big splash.
Yeah. So actually I gotta pee. Are you gonna what are you like what you how you trying to do this?
Timing of like all your bathroom impulses are just bad. I didn't even hear anything you said after. So yeah, I have to pee. Blah blah blah.
Well, I'm like, well, shit, she out there in the woods. If she finna do, she gonna go inside. She gonna go to
Yeah,
a tree. I was like,
I'll just
okay.
because I don't have anything to wipe with, and yeah, that's a significant factor. Um, yeah, I definitely have time to go inside and pee and come back. I'll just do that because, like, yeah, I'd rather have my like a flannel or something on anyway.
Okay, well, let's do that. Like, we can call each other back since, yeah, we're on like a video this time.
Okay, cool. Oh shit, I just realized, yeah, that whole segment was like part of the recording.
Yeah, that's what I was like. We're like, so how you trying to do this thing? Like, we both gotta pee because normally we just keep hanging out. And I was like, I
I was
saw the little thing.
my headphones. I was gonna just put my headphones in, but yeah, if we're basically both going to pee, then I mean, I don't think there's a point to like video it. Like, I mean, some of the funniest shit happens with yeah, with that kind of situation again, but yeah, it would be easier. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Um. All right, my dear. This is a great segment, great session. Yeah. Just we'll holla back real soon. I guess if you want to call me when you're done, because I'm gonna pee and then just go to the kitchen and start like plating my food up. So, um, yeah, if you just want to holla at me when you're good.
Okay, yeah, I'm kind of just feeling my way along because right now it's actually like really clear path for sunset, so there's no clouds right there. So I don't know, I might just stay out here basically rather than running inside and coming back out here. So you could just I don't know, like call me when you're done.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll do that then.
All right. Namaste, my day.
Namaste, Devi. Jai Devi.
Hey, Debbie.